Alright guys, today's my birthday. It's August 2nd. I'm gonna go look at this bike here. It's up north again. It's asking $4,300. 2014 LTZ 400. This is the fuel injected model. This is gonna be my birthday present. So let's go check this out. I'm pretty sure I'll take it no matter what the price is, because it's a goddamn clean bike. Still got the original tires on it, front and back, and it's an older guy. It's been stored in the garage when not riding. The only issues I can see offhand are, you know, just scraped up a little bit there from probably this license plate hanging down. But he was at 65 at one point about a month ago, and I guess he didn't get any bites. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on this at that price, because that's a good deal in my opinion. You know, like that last flip bike I sold for $3,800. I mean, 1,000 more bucks and you're getting almost a brand new bike here, 2014. So clean title, good conditions, been stored indoors year round when not outside riding. It says it's got added new Yamaha lube oil, Yamalube oil, and oil filter, new battery, new spark plug, and full tank of gas. So let's go check this out. So we're gonna take another ride. It's 5:30 now my time, so it'll be dark when we head back, but let's go get this. Well guys, it was wash day today. Got the new bike cleaned, got the old bike cleaned, and we got the flip bike cleaned. It'll get one more bath when we're done. I'll put the plastics off and give it a clean, but draining out the old gas for now. Cleaned her up pretty good. All right, YouTube, here is the new bike. It's 2014, fuel injected. This thing is beautiful. Older guy owned it since new. Barely rode it. Super low hours. Looks like it sat in his garage most of the time, except for his little weekend warrior adventures. See, that's the extent of the wear mark there. Fuel injected. She's a beauty. The only thing that's wrong is there's some scuffs right here. You can't get them out. I cleaned her up today. Tried a magic eraser, but I think I'm just gonna get some white wrap and just put it right there, just so for future doesn't get scuffed up. And then the seat's got some marks in it right there, you can see. I don't know what that's from, but my guess is from his foot swinging over. But I am stoked. He was asking $6,500. The rear back bar needs to be touched up, but he was asking $6,500 originally. Dropped it down to $43 after a month, and then I got it for $4. So $4 grand for a brand new bike. He was pretty stoked to get $4 grand. I probably could have got him lower, but didn't want to take advantage, you know. Probably could have got him down to like 38. But for $4,000, you can't find another one of these. So this is the last year that Suzuki made the LTZ, and then they dropped out of the race. So I have an 03 for the first year they made them, and a 14 for the last year they made them. So we're gonna keep this one clean. I don't know how much I want to get it dirty. I'm just in love with it. I'm sorry guys, if you guys ever want a clean bike and you get your asses out to AZ, and you know, you have minimal rust out here, but there's some nice bikes. There was another one that I was looking at. Wasn't this newer of a bike. I forget what year. I'm gonna say like an 04, 06 maybe. I think it was an 06. It was pretty clean. The guy said he couldn't meet me for another week, so I kind of just went and got this one. So it's been about $1,000 more on this one than the other one. So this one was well worth it. I'm glad I made the trip up there. Glad I snagged this, because I was debating not to get this one and just get the other one, but I'm glad I went up there and got this one, because this is a badass bike. It's really clean. I mean, you bring this to the dealership and they'd be all like, is that thing brand new? I mean, you can look at the tires and you still got the hairs on the tires. Still got the lines. So, she's a clean bike. I mean, I could never find a cleaner bike than this. I mean, it's still got the manufacturer sticker on there. I did bring it home and I did ride it, and it was slipping pretty bad. And I was like, what the heck is going on? So I just kept riding it and riding it and riding it. Sent him a message asking if he had like removed a plate or, you know, adjusted the linkage or something, because he seemed like a very timid guy, older, nerdier guy. But he said no, it had been sitting for a year without him riding it. So at that point, I just knew that the clutches were probably dry. here in Arizona. You know, it does get pretty hot, so I just rode around for an hour and it's fine now. So now I have the first year they made them and the last year they made them. This is my 03. It's funny because the clutch on this is so much harder to pull in compared to this one. It's just like, oh, sorry, wrong side there. It's just, I mean, it's, release the brake there, but I mean, it's super easy. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to keep this one as like a pavement princess. Just kind of a show bike to stare at it, ride it around a little bit. Definitely want to get an hour meter on it. That way, you know, at least I have a estimate of hours that I put on it. He didn't put many hours on it. He didn't look like he was a hard rider at all. Very timid guy, older guy. So nice guy though, but I'm stoked, guys. This is the best birthday present I've ever had. I had to convince the wife to let me go get it. And she said yeah, so I went and picked her up. Went off and pulled the back decals off. I think I'm gonna get a decal kit for this thing eventually down the road, but I'm gonna leave the other ones on for now because they're in good shape. That one on this side was a little tattered, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff off now. We're gonna find another bike like this with this stuff on there still. Go ahead and take this one off. I just don't like having decals on there, you know. I mean, if it sits outside, it starts fading and you start losing color underneath it because of glue, as you've seen in previous bikes. That glue is nasty stuff. It starts deteriorating stuff real quick. Let's see if we can get this one off. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and install this light bar. I had to, you see the two larger holes there in the middle. I had to ream those out just due to the fact that this bracket for the handlebars, you know, has these little protruding collars there. So go ahead and mount that back on there like so. All right, so if you look down in here, you have this little collar that sticks up, but I think if we tighten these down, it'll bend it a little bit, but it'll be all right. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and tighten this down. Definitely want to make sure this is tight because you know, don't want to have your handlebars come flying off. That wouldn't be good. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna need a riser. I hope not. I have a feeling I might, but let's find out. Oh yeah, darn it. It's not gonna work. I definitely have some risers, I think. Let's see what we can play with. Might need to maybe notch this out or do something different. So I went ahead and I just flipped it. So it's basically upside down, but everything clears. The notches, they are facing down. If I tighten it enough, put some star washers in there, I shouldn't have any problems with it falling off. It'll be a little lower than the other one, but down the road, if I get new handlebars, I'll flip it back over. These handlebars, they're just, the curve is too close. So, like on my other bike there, it's got wider handlebars from there to there. So that's why it's able to fit on top. But I do have this instrument cluster there. We do clear it, both sides there. So we got enough room there, enough room there. So we should be good. We'll go ahead and mount this light on there and get this wired in. All right, in order to loosen this light, there's a little bolt that goes right in there. Looks like that with a square nut on the back. And you just tilt that out and you're able to access the bulb fairly easily. So in order to do this, I'm gonna splice right into these wires, the ground and the high beam in order to run the LED light. So let's go ahead and take care of that and we'll get this light bar installed quick and easy. All right, so we tapped into the high beam over here. So it looks like there's the green wire and the black wire with the white tracer. For this bike, it's just a single wire for the single headlight. The older LTZs, you'll have two, so just go into the high beam. Basically, that's what I did is I went to the high beam wire. So now I turn it on. So I got my low beam, and then my high beam is my LED light and my high beam. So it'll work out nice. I do have a whiter light coming for that, an LED. So that'll make it look a little nicer than we have. Rather than a yellow light and a white light, we'll have two white lights. So I did go ahead and mount this upside down. It did work out really well this way. It's got the little tabs there. They're facing down, no big deal. I still have full range of motion, turning it all the way. So you can see it's close, but it's not hitting anything. So, I'm stoked with that. If I do change my handlebars, I'll be able to flip it around, kind of like my bike there, so it's up higher. But at the moment, I just need some extra light on there. Why not? So that's where we are with this. And sweating my butt off out here in this garage. It is damn hot. But I'm eventually going to get a decal kit. I did peel these decals off the back fenders because they were just looking like crap. So this is where we are with this one. So I'll get some more videos on this if I get a decal kit down the road or if I change anything. But I think I'm going to leave it like this for a while and just enjoy it.